Through my experience with these Ring videos, I've come to realize that the likelihood of encountering someone under the influence, ringing your doorbell during unconventional hours at night, is higher than I could have initially imagined. Number 1. Here we see a man in an apartment complex going up to somebody's door, pretending to be police so that the person on the other side would open up. Whether he knew the people who lived there or not is unknown.
Police!
As soon as he glances over to the camera, you can see the expression on his face that says it all. A couple of seconds later, he leaves, and it sounds like he says, "Oh shit, I'm in the wrong one."
Oh shit, I'm in the wrong one.
Which, my take on it would be he realized what he just did was all on video. So to play it off, or give himself some sort of out, he thought by saying he's at the wrong room on video would somehow save himself from possible incrimination. Number 2. This one is really upsetting, but thankfully, no one got hurt. On September 14, 2022, 2 armed masked men entered the home of an elderly couple in Virginia and ordered them into a closet where they would be forced to wait while the 2 robbers stole their valuables.
Get in the crib. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Y'all get in the closet. Get in the closet right now. Get in the closet. I'm not fucking playing. Get in the closet right now. Get in the closet. Hurry up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Hurry up. Get up. Hurry up. Get up.
But if you listen closely, you can hear the elderly woman tell the robbers that her husband had hip surgery as they were ordering him to hurry up and get up. And then the old man himself says it as he struggles to get up and make his way to the closet door.
Hurry up. Get up.
I turned down a job hauling grain for Bob Ryan after I seen you yesterday. Maybe you better go see Ryan. He might have a job for you.
There were apparently tens of thousands of dollars in that safe belonging to someone who's staying with the couple. Police identified the 2 suspects as Mitchell Boney Jr., who was 25, and Tyree Demons Boney Jr., who was 22. Mitchell actually turned himself in and was charged with arms burglary, use of a firearm, abduction, and conspiracy to commit a burglary. Tyree is still allegedly on the run. Perhaps the scariest part of this is that they clearly knew where the safe was. Tyree wasted no time going straight for where the safe was. This means anyone who was in the house, such as a home repairman, home health care worker, or anyone, could have seen the safe and relayed this information to other people, which is why you should always be careful of who's in your house and what they see. Number 3. This footage was viewer-submitted and was taken by their Ring doorbell in a nice, otherwise quiet neighborhood in the Netherlands. The viewer was in bed on an ordinary night when he heard noises on the roof. Thinking it could have been an animal, he ignored it and went to sleep. The next morning, this was the footage he found after seeing the notifications from his Ring doorbell from the night before. In the video are 3, maybe 4, young men trespassing on his property, 2 of them climbing the roof while the other 3, who were visible, whisper to 1 or more people out of view of the camera. Luckily, this was a cold night, and all the windows in the house were closed because it was clear they were trying to burglarize the house. When scratch marks were found on 2 of the upstairs windows, as if someone was attempting to lift them open, given that there were 3 or 4 of them, They could have posed a serious threat if they were to have entered the home. After viewing the video, the viewer made sure to keep his windows all locked the following nights. A few nights later, he woke up to the sound of someone attempting to open a downstairs window, this time not caught by the Ring camera. The footage was submitted to the police in hopes that they could identify them based on their faces. I was asked to blur their faces by the viewer just so that if any of the perpetrators were to see this video. Number 4. A confused-looking man approaches a random porch holding what appears to be a plastic bag and a roll of toilet paper. Right from the moment he gets on the porch, you can tell something is off by his nervous, almost twitchy behavior. It appears the man could possibly be on meth or some other hard drug. The homeowner answers through the closed door. The man clearly has a hard time figuring out how to identify himself, and when his face gets close to the camera, you can see how dilated his pupils are, confirming he's definitely under the influence of drugs.
How can I help you?
This is, my name is James.
When the homeowner asks who he's looking for, pay attention to the name he gives.
What are you looking for?
Sosa.
Who?
Sammy.
The first name he gives is Sosa, and then Sammy. Sammy Sosa, like the baseball player. It might have been the first name he could think of while trying to come up with a fake friend he was looking for.
What's your name?
James.
And who are you looking for?
No, a friend of mine.
No friend of yours lives here, buddy. And I got a Glock over here ready for you. So if you don't get the fuck off my porch, I'm gonna unload it on your fucking face. Get the fuck off my porch.
Alright.
The reason why he was trying to get into the house is anybody's guess, which is perhaps the scariest part of situations like this. The homeowner handled it perfectly by communicating through the door before opening it. After catching on to the man's suspicious behavior, he made the man on his porch aware of the fact that he had a gun and was willing to use it. Even if he didn't actually have a gun, the threat was still an effective way to get the man away from his front door. Number 5. This next one is really disturbing. The person who uploaded this video is neighbors with the actual would-be victim. In the video caught by the Ring camera, 3 armed masked men are seen approaching the front door to the house. The one in front armed with what appears to be an assault rifle. The masked man who approached the door keeps trying to block the view of the camera with his glove. Though there's no sound, it seems they're contemplating continuing their attempted break-in due to the doorbell camera. Based on body language, it appears the one with the assault rifle is apprehensive, but one of his accomplices motions for him to go back to the door multiple times. Since the camera was covered by the person's glove for most of the footage, we can't see what exactly they were doing for most of it. But luckily, the homeowner didn't answer the door, and the 3 armed men were not able to enter the house. Number 6. A couple's Ring doorbell video caught a duo of wigged armed aggressors who had been following them home. The couple said they were walking home when a man and woman started following them all the way to their front door, where the male aggressor pointed a gun at the back of their heads. Luckily, the couple hurried in and slammed the door shut first thing, and the wigged aggressors turned and ran towards their getaway vehicle. Minutes after the aggressors sped off, they robbed another person at gunpoint, this time successfully. Luckily, only one day after the video was released to the media, a person who recognized the male gunman turned him in, and he was arrested, though his name hasn't been released to the public. If the couple had not immediately gone inside and slammed the door. Number 7. The man you're looking at is 56-year-old Stephen Gross. For 2 whole years, Groves has been harassing his disabled neighbor, Stephen Purad, and his caretakers. The harassment has been caught on Purad's Ring doorbell camera multiple times. In some clips, he's seen taking a screwdriver to the device, trying to clip its wires. In another clip, he's seen scrolling on the lens with a marker to no effect. And in these instances, whacking the device with a hammer or broom handle. The reason behind the man's attacks on his neighbor's property is unknown. Over the past 6 months, Groves has been convicted of 3 charges of harassment against Purad and has been put on a curfew and ordered to pay compensation for damages to Purad's property. Stephen Purad's niece is terrified for her uncle, having stated this is affecting her mental health, and she's scared that Groves may have intentions to harm her uncle. The restraining order that was put into place is clearly having no effect, as Groves is still harassing Purad. On top of the restraining order, Groves has been put on an electric tag for the better part of a year and was also ordered 20 weeks of rehabilitation. Police don't seem to be able or willing to do anything more to help, considering this has already been taken to court and Groves has been convicted multiple times, leaving Purad in a very vulnerable spot. The craziness can be seen in this man's eyes, and it's understandable for Purad and his niece to be losing sleep over this. This is a clearly dangerous, unstable man who may escalate from just attacking Purad's property to actually attacking him. Thanks for watching these doorbell camera moments. If these stories intrigued you, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. Stay safe by staying aware. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We appreciate your support.